First of all, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Joenaidy bin NAZRIEN from the Faculty of Technology Management and Technopreneurship, University Technical Malaysia Melaka. Today, I would like to share with you my research entitled The Impact of Adoption on Sustainable Supply Chain Practices through RFID Technology for Inventory Optimization in Manufacturing Firm. To begin with, in the era of Industry 4.0, advanced technologies are reshaping supply chains. One of the most impactful is radio frequency identification or RFID, which enables real-time tracking and inventory visibility. However, many manufacturing firms still face inefficient inventory systems leading to overstocking, stockouts, and unnecessary waste. At this point, it is important to highlight that while RFID has been studied in terms of efficiency and competitiveness, its role in sustainability and inventory optimization remains underexplored. Therefore, this research aims to fill that gap. Moving on, my study has three main objectives. Firstly, to examine the impact of RFID adoption on sustainable supply chain practices. Secondly, to analyze the relationship between RFID adoption and inventory optimization. And finally, to identify the challenge and barriers to adopting RFID in manufacturing firms. Now, let me explain the theoretical foundation of this study. On the one hand, the dynamic capability theories explain how firms adapt and reconfigure their resource when adopting new technology like RFID. On the other hand, the technology acceptance model focuses on behavioral aspects, showing how perceived usefulness and ease of use influence adoption. Taken together, these frameworks provide both a strategic and behavioral perspective of RFID implementation. Next, I will briefly describe the methodology. This study adopts a quantitative cross-sectional design. Data was collected from 200 medium and large manufacturing firms across the chemical, electrical, and electronic and machinery sectors in Malaysia. In addition, structured questionnaires were used. Variables were measured on a 5-point Likert scale, and data was analyzed using SPSS with regression and reliability testing. Now, let us turn to the findings. The results clearly show that RFID adoption significantly improved inventory accuracy and reduced waste. For instance, firms reported up to a 70% reduction in tool losses and 83% faster retrieval time. Moreover, RFID enhanced operational efficiency and supply chain visibility, which in turn drive better sustainability performance across economic, environmental, and social dimensions. Nevertheless, despite the benefits, adoption is not without challenge. Specifically, high implementation costs, technical complexities, and organizational resistance, which especially among SME, remain critical barriers to RFID adoption. At this stage, it is useful to reflect on the implications. From a theoretical perspective, this research extends dynamic capability theory and the technology acceptance model to sustainable inventory management. From a practical perspective, it offers insights for firms to align supply chain operations with sustainability strategies and for policymakers to design incentive, training programs, and infrastructure support. Looking ahead, integrating RFID with artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things will create smarter and greener supply chains. To conclude, RFID is a powerful catalyst for inventory optimization and sustainable supply chains. On the positive side, it reduces waste, improves accuracy, and lowers emissions. On the other hand, firms must overcome barriers such as cost, technical expertise, and resistance to change. Overall, by embracing RFID and other Industry 4.0 technologies, Malaysian manufacturing firms can accelerate their journey towards sustainability. Finally, thank you for your kind attention. I would also like to acknowledge the organizer Universitas Islam Bandung and the co-host institution UITM Malaysia, HCCCI Philippines, New Hope School of Agriculture and Fishery, and Santo Nino College Foundation. With that, I conclude my presentation. Thank you.